Imagine you have built a wonderful AI power system that can answer the question based on the documents. But now, how to make it easier for other users? That's where Streamlit comes in. In today's video, we are going to build the front end for our RAG system using the Streamlit, creating a wonderful interface that make it easy to interact with our AI model without needing any web development skills. Welcome back to our series on machine learning and AI. In the last video, we covered how RAG and LangChain work together. Today we are moving to the front end where we will learn how to create the user-friendly interface for our question and answer system with the Streamlit. So if you want to bring your AI system to life and make it accessible, stick around. What is Streamlit? Let's start with the basic. What is Streamlit? Think of a Streamlit as a powerful tool that makes the building a web apps incredibly easier, especially for AI engineers who are not aware of the front end. You don't need to know HTML, CSS or JavaScript. Instead of, you write your app in the Python. Streamlit take care of the rest of creating the incredible web app for the automatically. Streamlit is perfect for quickly testing and interacting on RAG system. Every time you modify your code, Streamlit automatically updates the app, making ideal for the fine-tuning the model and experimenting with the different retrieval or generating components. How does data flow works in the Streamlit? In Streamlit, whenever the something on the screen changes, whether it's a user interaction or a code update, the entire script runs from the top to bottom. This may sound a bit unusual, but it is ensure that app is always up to date with the latest changes. For developers, this rerun feature make it super easy to see the immediate feedback when you modify the code. For the user, it keeps the app responsive to every interaction, whether it's a button click, a file upload or a text input. How to build a simple Streamlit application? Installing a Streamlit by running this code. Once this is done, we can create the basic Python by script like this. Now just run your app. And there you go, a simple web app is running. This is the foundation and we'll build on this to create a question and answer interface. How will Streamlit works on the RAG pipeline? Streamlit will handle the user interface, while LangChain will power the backend of our RAG system. Here is how it works. Upload the documents. Streamlit will allow user to upload the files like text or PDF documents, which will process by the RAG system. Next, asking it the question. User will type their questions in the app and the Streamlit will capture this input. Next, getting answer. Streamlit will pass this document and the user query to a RAG system, which retrieve the relevant information and generate the answer which will display on the web application. How to create an interface for a question and answer system in the Streamlit. Now let's move on to the actual interface for our question and answer system. We'll add the file upload and the text input feature. First thing is file upload system in the Streamlit. Streamlit file upload widgets make it easier for the user to upload the documents. Here is how it works. When a user runs this code, they prompted to upload a file. Let's break it down. Here, the upload file is equal to st.fileupload. Choose a file and type text or PDF. Here, the line creates a file upload using the Streamlit. The text, choose the file, is labeled display to the user and the type arguments is ensured to only the text and PDF can be uploaded. This checks if the user is uploaded a file. If a file is selected, the upload file is no longer null. If the condition is true, then it is displays the confirmation message saying the file is uploaded. So this is the code ensuring the user can upload a file easily and receive the instant feedback upon the successful upload. Next, asking the question. User can enter their question using the Streamlit text input, which provides the simple text box. Here is how we can build it. In this code allows the user to input a question and display it back. Here is how it was. In this line, this creates a text input box using the Streamlit. The label "Enter your question" appears as the placeholder, guided the user to type something. This condition will check if the user has entered any text in the input. If they have, the condition evolves as a true. This line displays the text your question, followed by the whatever the user type in. In short, it captures the user input and gives the immediate feedback by showing the entering the question. It's interactive and user friendly. Now, when the user uploads the document and asks the question, Streamlit captures both the inputs, and the next step is to use these inputs to interact with our RAG system. How to add the LangChain logic in our Streamlit application. The final step is integrating LangChain into our app. Let's start with by creating the main function that processes the upload files and query to generate the response. Creating the main function. This function will handle the upload file and create the embeddings and retrieve the relevant information to generate the response. This function generate response is designed to process a file, handle the query and return the response. Let's break it down. Generate response having the arguments upload file, OpenAI API key and query text. Here upload file is the file the user has been uploaded, and the OpenAI API key is for the authentication of the OpenAI APIs, and the query text is the user query or the question the user has been inputted. Here this will check if the file has been uploaded or not. If the file exists, then the process has been begun. So from the previous video, we can add the logic of splitting the documents which they uploaded into the checks and creating the embeddings. Using that embeddings, and we can write the code from the previous video using the LangChain for retrieval and generation of the response. Here the response placeholder is simulating the response generation. In practice, this is where the model would generate the meaningful response using the query and process the document. The return process is the function outputs the generated response. In short, this function sets up the groundwork for the retrieval-augmented generation pipeline, taking a file and query to generate the relevant answer. Using the function with the form. Finally, we'll create the form that let user input their file, question and API key. Then we'll use this form to call the generate response function. This code creates the form in Streamlit for securely entering the API key and submit the form and displaying the generated response. Let's break it down. This starts the form block with the unique key QA form. The all element inside these blocks will be part of the form. Next, the OpenAI API key. This adds the text input field for the OpenAI API key. The type password hides the text for security. This creates the submit button labeled as a submit. When it clicks, it sets it as a submitted to true. Once the form is submitted, this block will run. Here, the generated response function calls with the uploaded file, OpenAI API key and the question as the input. It generates the response based on the input. Then the generated response will be displayed on the user. This code ensures a secure and user-friendly way to handle the API input and retrieve the relevant response after the processing the provided inputs. Now everything is in place. The user can upload the document, ask the question and get the response with simple interface. And that's it. We have now built the front end for our RAG system using the Streamlit, creating a simple and interactive web app. With this setup, user can easily upload the document, ask the question and receives the answers all powered by the LangChain and RAG behind the scenes. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. In the next video, we'll take this app to even further by adding the more advanced features and polishing our user experience. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.